Alrighty, people, what is happening? We are back with another real Dynasty rookie draft. This is not a mock draft. This is not what we might do. Real people, real league, real money on the table, real players. And we love doing these streams for you guys. I know that you guys love them as well. You get to see real trades go down in real league. So we appreciate you guys. Do us a favor as the stream is just starting and hit that like button. We see you guys in the chat. This is Superflex, not one quarterback. You know, we love the one quarterback community. We just don't play. It's not our preference. Our preference is Superflex, but we love all you. What's up, Brunei? What's up, Mystic? Rainy? Simon says he's here to validate his own draft choices, which you love to see. What's up, Styles? Welcome in. Dave is in the building. We got Steven in the building. Sparrow's in the building. Kevin says, what do I do with Mayor? I have no idea, bro. No idea. Good luck. We love you, all of y'all. Thanks for joining us. Gator's here. Brizzleton's here. Kev's here. Cole's here. Steele is here. Everyone is here and ready for a good stream. WG.
Let's go.
Mighty Booch is in the building. Jonah's getting his laptop up. Don't worry, Jonah. You're at the 104, so you got time.
Don't worry, Jonah.
But should we talk about Jared Goff's contract real quick? Just quickly.
Yeah, really quick. Jared Goff, phenomenal player. Both. I mean, we kind of been talking about this all off season.
How really, even last year when we were talking about Hendon Hooker a lot. We
were saying, like, look, Jared Goff, after the way he kind of played, he was going to get a contract extension. 29 years old, 4 years, $212 million extension, with $53 million per year. That's phenomenal, especially for what he did this past year, where he finished like a top 8 quarterback in fantasy this year. And that's exactly what you want for Amon-Ra St. Brown, for Sam Laporta, for Jahmyr Gibbs, knowing that they're not going to transition off a quarterback like Jared Goff. And they were just one game out of the Super Bowl. This is great for the Lions community. If you're a Lions fan, this is amazing.
I was curious to see where the community had him ranked. The community has Jared Goff as quarterback 19 right now. What does Keep Trade Cut have him ranked as? I currently have him ranked as quarterback 19. I'm not I think maybe you could probably put him over 2 at this point, but I think I still prefer Dak. Do you want to know what JJ could do in that offense? What about Brock, Trevor? Like, it's hard to really push him up too much, but if you have him, you should feel really good about having a guy like Jared Goff. But
yeah, QB2 with QB1 upside. I mean, we saw that this past year.
Quarterback 19 across the board everywhere. Where do you have him ranked?
For me, he's ahead for me of Dak Prescott, so he is my quarterback 16. I have him right behind Tua, but there is a conversation of putting him behind Tua. I'm putting it ahead of Tua, but I expect Tua to get that contract extension.
I expect
he's younger.
Too, yeah,
you know, he's younger, 26 years old versus Jared Goff, who is 29. So 3 years younger, contract extension with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Situation is very similar.
Yeah.
Just Tua needed to stay healthy, and we saw Tua have a decent year, QB9. So,
understood.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys for joining us. Good for Jared Goff to get the bag. Everyone's getting paid in Detroit. It's not a cheap team anymore, so they got high expectations. But Jared Goff, our Lord and Savior of Detroit. What's up, Michael Monzo? Jordan says Goff is him. Chef Ramsey. Bye-bye, Hendon, unfortunately. Yeah. Captain says, I ironically bought my brother a Goff jersey for his birthday this time 3 years ago. Didn't really anticipate the staying power. Now you have to buy him a new one. New jerseys, you know?
New jerseys.
But I love their new jerseys. Anyway, we are doing a real Dynasty Superflex rookie draft. This is not a mock draft. This is real people, real money on the table. We will be using the land method live. This will be a 5-minute clock, and there will be a 3-minute timer in rounds 3 onwards. Action. All right, everyone gets a trade window. So a trade window can be called by any owner. They have to be on the clock when they call their trade window, and every owner only gets one trade window. Negotiations, when your trade window is called, you can basically you start a bidding war for that pick, that everyone in your league at one moment can now bid for that pick in your league. And then obviously we're going to be drafting together. So that's the land method, LAND, live action negotiation draft. But let's get this thing started. The only other thing we need to tell you guys is this is a real draft. So please don't be that person in the chat who's like, why the hell is this player still available? Wait, why is this guy still there? It's crazy this player is still on the board. It's crazy that this guy is still available. So just try not to be that guy. Because if you think about it, in your drafts, do you like that guy when he points out a player you want to draft and you're a couple picks away and that player gets taken? Nobody likes that dude. So code Cinnamon. Don't be that guy. But we appreciate you guys. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. We got a like goal today of 200 likes.
200.
I think we can hit it with your help. We're already at 55, which is awesome. Do us a favor. Smash that like button. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the Foxtrot draft Superflex 12-man PPR. And Badaki, you were awarded the 101 this year. You were the best loser.
I was the best loser. Who would have thought? Not me.
Baby said, bro, how is Caleb on the board? Cinnamon. Code Cinnamon.
Now, I will be taking Caleb Williams here. Just trying to find a trade partner, but it doesn't look like anyone wants to trade back, unfortunately. Been messaging everyone.
No, Caleb sucks, dude.
Caleb does suck. I mean, you're missing out a generational talent. You want Patrick Mahomes, younger, with Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, and you're saying no to that?
Yeah,
that's a joke for everyone out there. I really think
no,
that.
Thank you.
But hey,
just kidding. Obviously, we don't love him. I don't think anybody wants to pay the price to get up though in this league.
Personal preference.
Caleb Williams.
Personal preference.
But also a friendly reminder: we might not be as active to the chat during these streams, just because we're also drafting. You know. This is also our draft, so we will be talking a lot in the league, talking about trades. While Badaki is making that pick, I actually made a trade before the draft, and that involved Justin Jefferson and Joe Burrow. So two big names being traded. I received Jefferson, sent away Burrow. And that's because I was very quarterback rich in this league. So I know people love to see the deals that go down. But this deal went down before the rookie draft. So let me upload it so people can see. But I haven't seen that much action from owners in this league in a while. But there was a 30-minute to hour span there where I had 5 people negotiating for Joe Burrow, and that was really fun. Hopefully it's a preview of what's going to happen in this draft. And then ultimately decided on Justin Jefferson. Had a deal out there for a couple other big names, but ultimately that was the favorite deal for me. So essentially it was Justin Jefferson and a 3rd-round pick for Joe Burrow. And that really fit both of our team needs. John really needed a quarterback. Didn't necessarily have the draft capital to go out and get one this year. And I was a little quarterback rich. So that was the deal that went down before the draft. And, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted to take Marvin at the 102. That's why he didn't want to go quarterback. So, Caleb, welcome home to Badaki's team. What's your team looking like here?
Not the best. Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. No wide receivers with Bryce Young, Caleb Williams. My biggest downfall is my wide receiver room.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so
good quarterbacks, good running backs, but wide receivers are. Anytime you got Kadarius Toney even rostered, you're in a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing, so I need wide receivers. So I was willing to tear down. Tear down.
Shout out to Jordan who donated a super chat and said cinnamon. He knows.
Cinnamon. Hey, we appreciate you. Love to see it here. Now John's on the clock at the 102. Pretty sure John is here, but we'll wait and see.
Henry, with our followers, we're in, I think, 9 leagues. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, 12. 12 follower leagues. And people keep asking us to do more leagues, but we don't really want to. It's not that we don't want to, but we want to make sure that anything we commit to, we commish the leagues well, and they're good leagues to be a part of. Yeah. And just being transparent with you guys, we could very easily be in 25 leagues, but we want it to mean something to be in a league with us. Not that we're important, but we just want those leagues to have value. And we feel like the more that we just add leagues and leagues and leagues, each league loses a little bit more value in our mind. And that's why it is tougher to get into a league with us, because we're not just constantly putting out a new league 4 or 5 every year. We haven't added a new league in 2 years now, but the leagues that we're in are fun. They're active. And that's what we kind of want to cultivate is, you know, leagues that people care about, leagues that people want to be in. So yeah, it would be unfair to anyone who joined our leagues if we just went out and added 30 more leagues each year, you know?
Yeah, appreciate you guys. It's been awesome. So
I wonder if John has a queue or something set up here.
Hopefully, let's see.
I don't see him active with us, but I know a lot of people watch the stream on their phone, and then they go into the Sleeper app on their phone as well. So he might be one of those people.
Let's wait and see. Pretty sure he has a queue.
Jonah says, "What is John up to?" Yes, sir. Yeah, we're in some other Dynasty leagues as well.
Decision going right on.
Special teams, special players. Badaki birthday league. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that league, to be honest. I don't feel like I can give it the time that it deserves. So I'm thinking about.
Are you ending it?
It's a redraft league. It's not a Dynasty league. It's a redraft league that we started last year when it was your birthday and you were off.
I thought it was. I thought that was a Dynasty league.
No, it was a redraft league. I might let those guys take over and keep it going, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided on it. Brady says, let's see your team. All right, let's have a look at my squad. We got Kyler Murray. Running backs are my huge weakness in this team. Maybe you and I can talk about those running backs. If you're
I got Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, brother. Whatever you need. I need a wide receiver. I'm happy to tear down. Who do you have at running back?
I don't have anyone worth note, but my squad is Kyler, no good running backs, but Jefferson, Olave, Pitts, Watson, Flowers, Ferguson, Brock Purdy. On our bench, we got Rashee Rice. So Marvin goes off the board. I'm not going to waste any time. I don't feel like I need to waste any time. You guys let the best player in the entire draft fall to me at the 103, so that's unfortunate for you guys, but this time next year, everyone's going to want Jaden Daniels on their team. No, all jokes aside, I've said it many times. I think Daniels could be the most valuable player in Dynasty rookie drafts this time next year. I'm going to have a lot of stock of him. Of course, I'm a little bit biased, but anyone that can lead the league in rushing is someone that I want on my Dynasty team. So welcome to the squad, Jaden Daniels. Now we've got a combo of Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, Jaden Daniels, and we added Justin Jefferson. Feels great. Really, all we need to figure out is these running backs. That's all we need to figure out.
That's on this team.
Style says, convert Badaki League to Dynasty. What's up, Dylan? Welcome in. Who's your single favorite non-rookie fantasy football player? Number one in your heart?
Elijah Moore. Trade window.
Jameson Williams. All right, we got our first trade window of the day. So Jonah's going to call his trade window here at the 104. And he is now going to be scouring the league for trade offers. If you want the 104, now is your time to talk to Jonah. Simon says, dude got Daniels at the 105. Absolute scenes in the top 4. So who went top 4 then?
Yeah, that's wild.
I guess that means, did Neighbors and JJ or May or Adunze get in the top 5? That's crazy.
Happy birthday at the BBL.
Joe Burrow's replacement. That's right.
That's fine.
Dave loves St. Brown. A running back went at the 104 in a Superflex league?
Oh boy.
So you're telling me that it sounds like Jonathan Brooks went at the 104 in a Superflex league.
That's a huge mistake, man. Decision. Going right on low. They gotta.
He says it was Superflex and the team was desperate for a running back.
Never good.
Jeez, that's rough.
That's never good.
Sparrow says, yeah, I've had Daniels fall to me at the 105 2 or 3 times. That's crazy. I mean, I put out a relatively controversial tweet yesterday about Jaden Daniels, Anthony Richardson. I don't personally understand why there is such a big gap in dynasty rankings between these two guys. Like, I honestly don't get it. Obviously, Anthony Richardson is bigger, but if you're talking about actually playing the quarterback position, we're in two different worlds here coming out of college. Jaden Daniels won a Heisman. Anthony Richardson had 1 year as a starter at Florida, completed 55% of his passes. And his only, short time as a starter in the NFL completed under 60% of his passes. He scored a ton of fantasy points. But there are things that Jaden Daniels does a lot better than Anthony Richardson. And of course, there are things that Anthony Richardson does better. He is a better rusher. He does have a body that's more suited towards rushing. However, he did obviously sustain an injury. But these guys, as far as reading a defense, as far as accuracy down the field, are in two different worlds right now in their career. And A-Rich could take a huge step, but I think you can make a case for either one of these guys. I think they're both great players. I just don't understand why Anthony Richardson is so much more valuable than Jaden Daniels. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Yep. Yeah, Jaden Daniels, Anthony Richardson, we gotta wait and see. Hopefully, one of these guys are elites. Sorry, I haven't been talking, guys. I'm cooking.
Are you trying to get the 104?
I'm just trying to do other stuff. Trying to do a lot of things, man. You never know.
I guess we will never know.
The world may never know.
Jonah says he was somehow hoping he'd get Daniels at the 104.
Yeah. Because he knew, Zach doesn't need a quarterback. Zach is always going to go best play available. With eyes, mashing it. I think that's in the league.
Mighty Boot sent an offer to you, Jonah.
Where's Mighty Boot at right here?
Dave, that's too harsh, man. That's too harsh. Let my guy A-Rich develop, okay? Give him a year. But no, and I don't want people to view this as like an anti-Anthony Richardson take, because I think he's a great player as well, and I think he could develop. But I just think people are undervaluing Jaden. I don't understand the reason that they're ranked so far apart is what I'm saying. The respect that people give Anthony Richardson, they should also give Jaden Daniels. And that's what I'm saying as a completely unbiased Commanders fan.
As a completely unbiased Commanders fan, Jaden Daniels is better than Anthony Richardson, period.
That's not even what I said.
That's what I heard.
That's because you're not listening.
That's what everyone else is hearing. They're saying I'm unbiased, but Jaden Daniels is better.
Well, those people aren't listening, unfortunately. Open your ears.
It's hilarious.
All right. Timer's up. Got to put you back on the clock here, Jonah.
Well, I said I wish you could see the star.
I would
What's this
honestly,
whole
I'll
City
be honest,
thing?
Mad Hats. I would be really, I think everyone would be very disappointed if Anthony Richardson is not a top 10 quarterback. I think a hot take is top 5. Would you agree, Badaki? I think people would be disappointed if he wasn't top 10.
Yeah, top 10. I
I
just
think
has really
that's
high
the
expectations.
expectation
So,
for
like,
him.
I think, yeah, the community. For me, I wouldn't be upset. I think that's just really high expectations for
All right.
a second-year quarterback that really didn't have his first year happen. Hitman's on the clock. Oh boy.
We did have a trade completed. Okay. All right.
104 for the 108 and the 208. Okay. Hitman's on the clock here.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you guys see this deal. So this is the deal that just went down. I don't know what to say, but this is what happened. The 104 gets traded for the 108 and the 208. That is the deal that just went down. I don't know. Maybe Jonah's with us. What you thinking with that one, Jonah? Maybe there's a specific target. Maybe there's a specific player he really wants to target there, and he knows he can get him later. I'm not sure.
Hitman is on the clock here.
Showdown says, would you trade Stroud for Daniels, the 203 and a 25 first? Okay, what is happening in this league? Aselmo, I'm going to send you an offer here, brother. This league has just been turned upside down. Absolute chaos, and I love it. Just sent you an offer, brother man. Just sent you an offer.
Zach just sent him an offer.
This is chaos. Is Aselmo going to call his trade window? I'm curious what he's going to do here.
Yeah, well, he definitely can.
Jonas says, my entire team is Justin Herbert. If I can move back in the draft and gain more young assets, I had to make the move. I can respect it. I can respect it. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Selmo says, I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to stick and pick. Counter me, brother.
You stick and pick. Bum, 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 bum. If I could sing a song, it's just to sing a song. Malik
Ah,
Neighbors. Think
no.
it's not like Van Halen, but no.
I wanted Malik. Malik off the board. Aselmo sitting there thinking he just got a gift.
Go to my house after school. Off to late. We can kick it in the living room. Over no collection.
Hey, now that the whole league is here, who is selling a running back? I'm ready if you're a rebuilding team to offer you trades for a running back. Who here is selling the running back
I got Brees
spot?
Hall, Kenneth Walker. You let me know.
Hitman says he has running backs. Let's have a gaze.
Well,
Okay.
like la da 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 da.
Pacheco's on the block. Here's what I would appreciate. Can anyone who is selling running backs send me an offer for all the running backs you would want to sell? I want to see the absolute best offers and make a decision from there.
Zach wants everyone else to do all the work. He doesn't want to do it.
Oh, well, now that we're all here, everyone knows I want a running back. All I'm saying is send me an offer that you like, and we'll see if we're on the same page.
I got Brees Hall.
Send me an offer you like. Let's see if we're on the same page.
You send me all. Wow. Send me offer you like. Here we go.
I'm not sure that.
At the 106.
Okay, so Dunze goes off the board. I will just say this. I don't think Aselmo could have planned a better draft here.
For real. That is wild.
That is crazy.
Absolutely wild right there.
Aselmo is the winner of this draft for sure. He is the winner of this draft faux show. Wow. Drake May falls to the 107. Malik Neighbors to the 105. That is absolute chaos, but this is probably the least chalk draft we've had in our follower league so far.
Yeah, this is different.
And I'm telling you, Aselmo is thinking God right now because his quarterback too was Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, this is just...
That has just painted a beautiful picture for my guy. Baby Drizzy.
Bum, 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 bum. Now, John is on the clock, who originally had the 104. He was hoping maybe for a quarterback to fall to him in some way at the 108. He was saying he was hoping for Dane Daniels to fall to him, but then J.J. McCarthy gets ripped out of his hands. Maybe Drake May gets ripped out of his hands at the 108 here.
Baby Drizzy. Baby Drizzy.
Let's see. After this, Hitman's on the clock. Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers goes at the 108. So now Hitman is back on the clock.
Got JJ McCarthy at the 104. Has the 109. Wait, John Inslee said, I hit the wrong button. Oh, well.
Jonah says he hit the wrong button. Okay.
That was instant, though. Like, that wasn't like
do we want to let Jonah repick?
Like, if he would have said that, like, 2 minutes into Captain's pick, that's different. But, like...
Well, really, it's up to Hitman at this point. Hitman says he can repick. At the end of the day, if it's not okay with the guy who is right ahead of you, then we can't do it. But he says it is okay. We're going to give you another shot at this, Jonah, but you only get a minute. All right?
That was pretty instant right there.
Yeah.
So
we typically don't allow it, but if someone instantly says, all right, I made the wrong pick, my bad.
Next minute, takes him again.
Yeah, we typically don't do that, but like I said, he was instant about it. The guy in front of him was okay with it. So that's one of those rare times where we can help someone out.
Let's see. I mean, gave him a minute.
I know, we gave him a minute. I think he might be abusing it. Let's see.
Maybe just... I wish we can change it right there. It's like 60 seconds. Wait, so he takes Brock Bowers anyway? Okay, well, I guess you can't change it.
He definitely can't change it now, brother.
What?
You definitely can't change it now. He says, I was waiting on an offer.
You just abused us.
You abused your power there, Jonah.
You abused your power, and I don't like it. I'll be honest, I don't like what you just did.
I know.
I'm upset
game
at
recognized game.
Yeah, I get what you, I know exactly what you did. Look me in my eyes. I know exactly what you did.
I believe you.
Clock?
Believe you.
We got the clock.
So you want your trade window? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, right, Captain?
All right, so he wants to call his trade window here. I believe you, Jonah. You got to believe in me.
Look me in the eyes, Jonah. You know what you did.
Captain says that he was chatting with him, so he's got some backup here. All jokes. Do us a favor if you're watching, hit that like button. You're seeing a real draft, real league. We have a like goal today of 200. We're already over 100, so we're already halfway there. We appreciate y'all big time. Do us a favor and smash that like button for us.
So they... No, Hitman's on the clock.
Yeah, Mighty, I was looking at that trade we did last year. I believe the trade was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was I sent you Mac Jones and Brandon Ayuk. I received Purdy and Terry McLaurin. I think that was the trade. And obviously, you know, in a way, it works out because you got Brandon Ayuk, and he had a breakout year. And then obviously, I bet on Purdy, which I was doing last year in leagues, and he obviously broke out too. Not obviously the Mac Jones side of that is rough, but yeah, interesting trade to look back on. Yeah, well, see, it could be 200 IQ here from Jonah because it sounded like Hitman won in Bowers.
That's what it sounded like.
Tigre says this draft needs more window gifts. He's the king of the window gift. It was early Purdy and Ayuk. Window GIF, like GIF. Anytime we called a trade window, Tigre would send a new GIF of a window opening, and then when it closed, of a window closing. He was on it.
He was on it. Sometimes just gotta be on top of it, you know.
So at the 109, Hitman is fielding offers. Maybe I should send you an offer here, Hitman.
Send him something, man.
Maybe I should send you an offer. I can't think of anything that's beneficial for you. Nine seconds left on this trade window. And then I got to put you back on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, I'm looking at these trades, Mighty. I love that you're sending me trades. The issue is you got two guys that I'm notoriously not in love with here. Ah, man. Just really am not in love with these dudes. I think I want to pay big for like running backs I actually like.
Yeah, like a Breece Hall. Send me something.
Yeah, send me your best offer, brother. Let me try something else here. Do I really want to send that for... I just don't love these players. Dude.
Over again, sing baby love. Come on. Underneath the cherry dreams.
Okay, a trade just went down.
Trade just went down. Mighty Booch.
All right, Mighty Booch just completed a trade.
So Mighty Booch moves up to the 109.
Mm-hmm. Since Hitman, the 111 and the 212.
Bonnie Booch is on the clock here.
So, I'll show you guys a trade that just went down. Mighty Booch is moving up. Hitman is moving back and collecting a late second. Here is the dealio.
Bo Nix.
So Bo Nix is the pick. Hitman gets the 111 and the 212 to move back. And Mighty takes Brother Bo. That is a dealio. Now Proofy's on the clock.
Underneath the cherry leaves. You naturally.
Catching up with the chat. Proofy is calling his trade window. So you're marking these down as we go, right?
Yeah.
So send Proofy an offer here. BBL Trizay.
Yeah.
I really want Derrick Henry, but Dogzo's got a hold on him.
Nothing in the rain. Looking for love. Send me some breaks.
I'm gonna catch up with the chat here. Shannon says, I'm listening to Devi and he said more teams looking to go tight end sets, 2 tight end sets. Love it. Knicks are looking good. Frankie says Daniels to Dotson connection is going to be hectic and for cheap. I love it.
Love that. Bulk it up.
Love that for you, Sparrow. Rowan says this draft is crazy. Hoping to have some Anselmo luck next Monday in the hotel league. Actually, Rowan, I can tell you I have the 3rd and 4th pick in that league. I'm just telling you, I think I'm sticking and picking. That's all I'll say. Mark says, Zach, it's only May. Ain't got to figure out running backs today. Don't force it. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. But I got the whole league here, so I'm going to see what's out there. T-Grit. Marco says, how long is the wait list? I think there's about 10 people on it right now. If there's ever a team that opens up, we only ever offer that team to people who are members with us. We did see Tyler Boyd there. Mighty says, no one is roasting my price to move up and snag the first round pick, starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Hey, put some respect on Brother Bo.
Yeah, come on, talk it up, Brother Bo.
I love Brian, Rowan. I love Brian for sure. Am I a JJ guy? I'll draft him at the 106 if he's there.
104 here.
But I wouldn't say I'm like a JJ guy, but I certainly would draft him at the 106 if he's available there. But I love Brian Thomas. Captain, do you not think Knicks is going to start?
Captain.
I can definitely see Garrett Wilson taking a step up. It just depends if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. But yeah, I could definitely see it. Bo is the name of the firstborn. Bo Nix almost spells his name right. So Mighty's going with Bo. Little shout out there to the child. Marco says, how do I become a member? What is the price? So become a member is very simple. All you got to do is become a Mother Flocker member on the Flock Fantasy website using the promo code LAND. We did just put a direct link in the chat for you there. I would just tell you, we can't promise you anything. Like if you are signing up just to get in a league, we couldn't promise you anything. All right. Anytime someone says that, we always tell them, hey, feel free to sign up. We would absolutely appreciate the support, but we cannot promise you when a spot will open up. But when you do become a member, you also get our rookie report. You get a team review from us, the rankings on the site, the calculator on the site, all the articles, all the databases, and obviously you're supporting us as well. You get a DM to us as well. But again, we cannot ever promise you that you'll be in a league.
Yeah, we appreciate though. I mean, but hey, like you said, if you want to support, that's amazing. Thank you so much, man. And you'll be definitely part of the community with that as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah. No
We'll
pressure.
be back on the clock here.
Trade windows up for sure. Who takes a bigger step between Garrett Wilson and Drake London?
I have to say Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. Because if you're asking me between how the guys were ranked last year, I think London. But difference in production, probably Garrett, but it'll be close. Yeah. I love it, Ron.
Oh, again. This next stream on the web, you love to see it.
Mighty says, Marcos, you get so much value with these fellas. Been a member since before the flock, and it only gets better. I appreciate that. Yeah, Mighty Booch is a Patreon OG.
Yeah, Mighty Booch been with us for a minute. We appreciate you, Mighty Booch. It's been awesome for your support.
No worries, Gator. Do what you got to do. But 2 minutes left here for Proofy.
Xavier Worthy. Now the Hitman's back on the clock here. He already has JJ McCarthy at the 104. He had the 109, if I'm not mistaken, traded that away to Mighty Booch. Now he has a 111. Hitman here. See what he does.
Hitman's on the clock here. You're keeping track of trade windows, right?
Yeah, I got the trade windows going. What's
Yes, not Not YouTube. No, Marcos. I mean, look. We just can't promise anyone anything when it comes to leaks. Just being 100% honest and transparent with you.
Yeah.
We did talk about that actually at the beginning of the stream. Look, the reality is that Badaki and I could very easily be in like 50 leagues right now. It's very easy to get people to sign up to support you and be in a league. But the reality is, if we were to just do that and keep making leagues, it wouldn't accomplish what we want to accomplish with these leagues. I mean, with these leagues, we want them to be something that, you know, as Brian Thomas goes off the board there at the 111, that's crazy. This draft is wild. We want these leagues to be something that people see a lot of value in. We want them to be exclusive, not for exclusivity's sake, but just so people see the value in it. You know,
yeah,
just not oh, they're starting another league. Oh, they started 5 more leagues this offseason. Oh, they're not really paying attention in this league. They're not being good commissioners. Like every league we're in, we want to commission it well. We want to be active in it. We want to have people feel like they're actually playing with us. If we were to just start a bunch of leagues, we could do that, but it's not really the goal of us doing leagues. So really just the goal of it is to play with people who have decided to support us. But I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. You know, you kind of have to think of it as like, it's not just a league that we have to run. It's an actual like community. So we already do that with, you know, 10 plus leagues. To try and do that with, you know, 20, 50, you know, however many leagues we could potentially do, it would just be exhausting. You guys gotta remember, we're doing everything ourselves. Every video, every conversation, every trade question, us uploading our rankings, our rookie report, us going live. We don't got anyone. You know, it's just us two. So adding one more league is a lot. And I know I say it all the time, like I want to get to another league and I want to get to a $250 league. Like I say that also knowing that like having to run that is also time consuming. You know? So
yeah, it really is. People are saying it, quality, not quantity. It's kind of exactly the approach. And, you know, just being transparent with you guys, we could, if we told people you can sign up and be in a league with us 100% guaranteed, we would probably be in 60, 70 leagues. That's not to boost us at all. It's just being honest and transparent. It's very easy to get people to sign up if you tell them they're going to be in a league.
Yeah.
But that isn't the goal of what we want to do. I feel like that devalues the league itself. And it's honestly, I feel like it's the reason our leagues are so good is because we do value them that way. Sure, some people leave at some point still. People still leave. They're still orphans. But I don't think it happens as often as a typical league. It's because we try and put the value into it. We try and make it special and hard to get into, not for the sake of it being like a status thing, but just for the sake of like it meaning something.
Yeah.
Marco says very understandable. I'm more so saying the wait list gets to like 100 or more. No one is ever leaving. Yeah. At the end of the day, we just can't promise anything, but we do appreciate everyone's support for sure.
Fuck.
No worries, Jonah. Okay. Lab McConkey is off the board.
I traded away Kenneth Walker for the 112.
Okay. So, Ken Walker off the board for Lab McConkey. And now Mighty Booch is on the clock.
Mighty Booch. Badaki just made little Badaki, even the little dudes on the wait list, honestly.
Josh.
Yeah.
T-Gray, been a member for 24 months here on YouTube. He says, I'm selling my team in the hotel league. Let the bidding start at 50,000 US dollars.
Trade window, by the way.
Okay, Mighty is calling a trade window here, so let's start that for her.
Give it to you over again.
Mighty is trying to add the window gifts for LT Gray.
What does Mighty have here? Give it to you over again. Yes, I sold Kenneth Walker for the 112. I'm not a big believer in Kenneth Walker. I don't believe his value would be. I mean, if you really think about it, Kenneth Walker's value at the 110, 111. Maybe I could have squeezed out a little bit more for sure. But I don't think it's worth, leaving that out. I think Lamb McConkey will be the number one wide receiver long term. And this is more of a futuristic team. It's not a team I'm going to be competing with. So having Lamb McConkey, letting him grow with this team is fairly good. That 2025 class is pretty significant. So if I were to try and trade a 25 first for Kenneth Walker, that would be great. I think it would be just as even, and I think I can get a potentially higher running back. So I feel pretty confident in that move. I know a lot of people would disagree, but I think this offense is going to be a little bit different as well. It's going to be more of a pass-heavy offense. Ryan Grubb coming out of Washington, we saw that with those three wide receivers, and McMillan, Rome, and Polk. They have the three wide receivers, and DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Obviously, different situation. Not saying Kenneth Walker is going to be irrelevant. Just I don't believe his value. He is the 110 to the 111, or sorry, the 110 to the 112 is a big difference here, in my opinion. So definitely a rebuild move for me. Come on, Cleveland. Beat him. Mighty Booch. Why don't I have people on this team? I just don't understand. Does I drop people? Underneath the cherry leaves.
Mighty. Yeah, I sent you something. I don't know. Maybe she's got one person in particular that she's negotiating with.
Mighty Booches?
Maybe.
Curious as well. Matthew said I get that. Like that in the rebuild. Makes sense in the rebuild. See the dip, which is totally possible. Yeah, I think if I was in a different situation, maybe I wouldn't do that if I had set on wide receivers and, I'll have a set running back room. I'm trying to rebuild here in this one.
All right, so 18 seconds left on this trade window. And update on our light goal, which was 200.
Come on.
We're currently at 150.
Guys.
So getting close.
Come on.
Only 50 likes away from our light goal. I'm going to put Mighty back on the clock.
Is it easy to like videos on your phone?
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest.
It's pretty easy. I mean, it's right there.
Come on. No excuses.
Style says, also, kudos for the smaller benches in follower leagues. Really makes waiver wire pickups that much sweeter. Got guys like Singletary and Palmer off waivers last season. Yeah. I do think it's just our personal opinion. There's no wrong way to run a Dynasty League, but the leagues that have like 30 bench spots, I just think it's silly. I get that it's Dynasty, but your waiver wire, which should be a huge part of Dynasty leagues, is completely dead. So, if your league is running in a way that makes your waiver wire completely barren, then it's not wrong. You're just making that part of your game non-existent.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Mighty says, just sent the last counter. That looks like a trade has been completed, and I know it's not me, unfortunately, because I didn't even get a conversation from Mighty. Just the disrespect.
The disrespect from Mighty.
Oh my gosh.
So Captain said,
okay, never mind. I understand.
Okay, I gotta get to 25 first. Wow.
Wow, wowie.
Mighty Booch. Boom. Feeling yourself there. Jonathan Brooks.
Okay, Jonathan Brooks comes off the board. You and I love Jonathan Brooks. But
25.
I understand why Mighty wasn't talking to me.
The price is there. Look, let's be honest. And I've thought about this. I understand Jonathan Brooks currently going at the 201. Any other draft class that's not as deep as this class, he's easily a first round pick. Now, I'm not saying I would do this, but I've definitely had thoughts about this. It's like, damn, like, should I set my 25 first for a talented player? Whether that's Jonathan Brooks, maybe that was Lamar McConkey, maybe that's a Xavier Worthy or Brian Thomas Jr., which we've never seen fall in the second round. Would people do that? I think some people would. Just like we've seen here with Captain. He believes the value is there with Jonathan Brooks being a first round pick and sending that 25 first away. But you have to be fair. 25, according to all reports, 25 class is a phenomenal running back class.
It is. I can tell you it is.
So it's a little bit hard. Like, now, if we didn't have that conversation about a phenomenal running back class in 2025, are we still doing this trade? I don't know.
I don't love the idea of not controlling my future on any team.
Sure.
I've been in too many scenarios, which I thought my team was great, ready to compete, and it fell apart. But I just think the strengths of next year is what you're trading for here.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know a lot of people would do that for Jonathan. But what if
Captain.
I told you there's like 5 Jonathans next year?
Yeah, I know. But
just what I'm projecting. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
But guaranteed, Jonathan Brooks is a first-round pick in this draft class without being so stacked.
Sure.
Like, this is an unrealistic draft class that we've seen.
Yeah.
In a long time. So, like, I don't think it's crazy to say that you should be sending a 25 first away for these caliber type of players. It's hard when you actually see them going in the second round of your rookie draft and knowing that you're giving up a first.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just the mind game that plays into it a little bit.
Captain's going to call his trade window here.
Another trade was
Yes,
completed.
Ramondre Stevenson is on the move.
Mighty Booch for the 301. I love it.
Mighty Booch.
What?
Sorry. Mighty
I'm sorry.
sends Ramondre away for the 301.
Mighty.
You know, Ramondre is someone that me and Mighty were talking about. You just know me. I've never been a Ramondre person. It's hard for me to trade for someone I just don't really believe in. But I don't think that's a crazy trade.
No. I traded away Ramondre Stevenson in the Echo League or Delta League. I think it was Delta League. And it was for something very similar. So I do like that. I do like that trade. I'll tell you what that was exactly.
Sorry, Mighty.
I traded Ramondre Stevenson for a 24 third and a 2025 second last year in the Delta League. So I think it's a great trade, especially who you could potentially be getting there at the 301. Wait. And that's Steven's son, Ramondre Stevenson. Remember, he used to say that all the time.
Huh?
Steven, he used to say my son or something like that. Captain, man. Damn, look at this team. Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, DK Metcalf, with Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. What are you trying here, brother? I'm interested.
No worries, Jonah, brother.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Scribble says, Stevens is a good running back. Don't get the hate to sell for nothing. I don't think she sold for nothing, though. I mean, the 301's quite valuable this year, but I get it. But
and then look, another team that can transition to a 2025 class. So selling him now.
The last year of his contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, selling him down the last year of his contract in a team that, not saying Ramondre Stevenson. Well, in a team that respectfully is going to be, we believe is going to be getting another running back in 2025. The way this is stacked, running backs are going to probably go crazy off the board in 25.
Potentially. I mean, look, maybe they re-sign Ramondre, but the Patriots have a huge, massive history of not signing running backs to long-term deals. So,
what's the running back free agency in 2025?
That's a good question.
Free agents, RBs. Let's see. Like, who's a free agent next year?
Did I say mighty bitch?
You did.
Did I?
He full on did.
I'll have to go back and listen to that.
And I said, what? And I was like, whoa. And then you kind of like brushed it off.
I didn't realize I said that.
Javonte Williams is a free agent next year, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look at some of these younger running backs. Javonte Williams, that's really it. Clyde is a free agent.
Bill isn't there anymore. That's true. He's not there anymore.
Yeah. Jalen Warren is a free agent next year. Restricted.
I guess how do we define good running back? I think Ramondre is a middle of the pack running back. I don't think he's a guy that you pay big money for or market value for. I think he's a guy you let hit free agency. I mean, I could be wrong though. I don't think he was all that efficient this year either. He averaged 4 yards per carry. It's fine. What is that? That's 63rd in the NFL. 4 yards per carry is not bad. That's kind of
He
middle
did
of the
struggle.
pack.
He did struggle with injuries this past year, though.
Was injured.
Looks like Captain's back on the clock.
Yards after
This time run
contact
out.
per attempt, he was around 64th. He's a good running back. He's a fine running back. I don't know. I just don't think he's not explosive. I think he's pretty easily replaceable. I mean,
I think he's good for fantasy. Like, now, is he the best running back? No, but like, I think what he's done for fantasy has been great, and he's a low end RB2 that has high end RB2 finishes throughout the weeks, which is exciting. So,
yeah, he's a fine replaceable level starter running back in the NFL. 15.2% breakaway percentage this year. He's never really been a super explosive dude. Yeah, I think he's a fine starter, but I would very comfortably put him in the replaceable category. Haven't seen Zach draft Luis Rees Zimmet once. Yeah. You probably won't see me do it.
not at all, man.
One quarterback leagues with Taylor, we show the one quarterback gang some love. We always show them love, but it's not the format we prefer. We prefer Superflex. Captain Barney on the clock here.
Baby.
I think he's solid too, Scribble. I think he's solid, but I still think he's replaceable.
Yeah. I believe he's replaceable as well.
Honestly, there's a lot of backfields that I think 2025 could change up a lot.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But we don't even know if it's going to live up to the hype. But, I mean, definitely the Patriots are in there. The Bengals, the Browns, the Steelers. I'll put the
Giants,
Texans,
Commanders,
the Broncos, the Giants, the Commanders, the Cowboys for sure.
Cowboys, yep.
The Vikings, Saints, potentially. I think all those teams could definitely look at running back in 2025.
Jaylen Brown's about to square up on the court right there.
Grant says all running backs are replaceable. Stevenson is top 10 talent-wise.
Wait, what?
Top 10?
Stevenson is top 10 running back talent-wise. Who's your top 10? Let's just start there. Who's your top 10 talented running backs in the NFL?
I'm not sure if that's like hyperbole to prove a point or if you're being serious.
So Captain Barney goes Keon Coleman there.
I'd find it really difficult to fit him inside my top 10.
Michael Penix off the board at the 204.
So Jonah gets Bowers, Penix as he starts his rebuild. That's a great pick for Jonah there. Top 10? I mean, I'll just name some off the top of the dome. I mean, CMC, Brees, Etienne, Bijan, Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker, Achan, Pacheco, I'd say Alvin I'd put in there. That's 10 just off the top of my head. You can add Kyron. Would you rather have Mixon or Stevenson right now? Who's more talented? I don't know. I would put Swift over him if he could stay healthy. What version of Austin Eckler are we getting? Definitely Josh Jacobs over him. Definitely Jonathan Taylor. Aaron Jones. How many is that? I mean, that's that minimum.
I think like he's talking about in their prime. I think like if you're talking about right now, I think there's easily 10 better running backs than Ramondre Stevenson.
Even if we looked at all the running backs in their prime in the NFL, it'd be even more. Like he would be even lower. Grant says CMC, Chubb, Jacobs, Brees, Etienne, Gibbs, Henry, Bijan, Saquon. That's all. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. You're on the clock here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just filling some offers here.
He's got Caleb. He's got Ladd McConkey.
So,
yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure I would put Stevenson top 15, but I just don't think we're going to agree on that one, and that is okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, top 10 talent. I don't think he's ever finished in the top 10. I think.
Well, I guess they're saying they're not thinking fantasy. They're just here's the hard part for me is I think Stevenson is way propped up because of PPR.
He finished top 10 in 2022.
That's my issue is I think he's been way propped up because of his receiving abilities. Fantasy, I think he's outperformed his talent. Personally,
I'm gonna take Ricky Pearsall here.
Slick Ricky off the board.
Loving the way this is turning out. Ladd McConkey, Ricky Pearsall, Caleb Williams. I got Bryce Young in the future. Tebow's on the clock here.
Tebow is on the clock. He won a Dunesday at the 106 and at the 206. Let's see what he's thinking there. Baby L Drizzy.
So low.
Closer to top 30. He's been pretty healthy. Mighty says, I mean, at the 301, this class called a late-ish second rounder. I did fine. I want to get more points off my team. Flipping it. Oh, get this freaking fly out of here. The flies in Australia, man.
Yeah, they have balls. I hate them.
They are next level.
Bro, they don't care what you're doing. They will fly into your face, on you.
So
I remember
annoying.
the first time I moved to Australia. You know, I used to live in Blacktown when I first moved to Australia. You know, and I walked from not Blacktown. Anyways, I walked from my house to school, and I was just swatting flies the whole time. It's annoying.
Shadow says if Ramondre was given 250 carries, he would have 1,100, 1,200 yards.
Trade window. Trade
All
window.
right, Tebow's calling his trade window here, so he'll have 5 minutes on the clock. Showdown says that if Ramondre had 250 carries, he had 1,100 to 1,200 yards. Here's the issue. You don't get more efficient when you add more workload, right? Typically, you have more efficient players who have less carries. So you're telling me if he has 1,100 yards with 250 attempts, he would average 4.4 yards per attempt last year. So if we give him more work, he's going to average more yards per carry? That doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, his offensive line was bad, but last year he averaged 4 yards per attempt, 156 attempts. So we're saying if we give him 100 more attempts, he's going to be more efficient. Typically doesn't work that way, but fair enough. I mean, if he got 1,200 yards off of those carries, he would be averaging 4.8 yards per attempt. So I don't know that I agree, but I can respect it.
I think Stevenson is a prime buy.
Totally. He's a fine buy. As long as you know that there is no guarantee you're going to be able to rely on him in the future. Practice makes perfect, Zach.
Look, all those things that everyone's saying right now can be said with any running back.
Totally.
You know?
Obviously, the surrounding environment plays a part. No one's going to say that it doesn't.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Stevenson is 5th all-time in Yak in college. That's good. The black flies out here in Michigan bite like mother. Black flies. That must be like some specific breed. All flies are black. So I'm like, wait, they're all black. Clock is moving, guys. The clock is moving. Sometimes there's an application over the clock so it doesn't move, but it's always moving.
It's always moving. 2 minutes, 20 seconds here for Tebow. Tebow's probably trying to do some trades.
And says, are we really bringing college stats into a 3 to 4 year pro running back? Yeah, I don't know at what point it matters, but I get it. Anyway, I mean, I just feel like if you not even running backs in their prime, but if you let let's say you did a fantasy draft in Madden right now, right? And you let every franchise draft running backs. They're all available. I'm sorry. I don't think Stevenson's close to the top 10. Nico, no, JJ, the reports of JJ not doing well. First off, I want to know what report you're referring to, because what a lot of people are referring to is they are looking at the throw that is all over Twitter where he's throwing it to a player who's standing still and it doesn't hit them on target. That's what we call an overreaction, using one clip to decide whether someone's doing well or not in camp. But what we always said about JJ is he's going to need time. Give him some time. He's going to need to sit. He's going to need time. So no, it doesn't concern me. If anyone is expecting JJ to start week 1 or expect him to come out of the gates like CJ Stroud did, then you're not drafting him with the right expectations anyway. So yeah, Showdown. If you notice a trend there, bud, though, Think about the trend here. You're talking about yards per carry from 2 years ago. Does that what value should we really put on that? Yards per carry from 2 years ago.
On the clock.
And then we're also seeing the trend go down in 2021, obviously outside factors, and then it goes down another year. You're kind of making a point for anti-Ramondre there. We know running backs typically don't get more and more efficient in the NFL. The older they get less and less efficient. They get more injuries. There's more miles on the body. So I don't know. I'm not sure that's making the argument you think it is, but I can respect it. Imagine I showed you Dalvin Cook's yards per carry in the last 4 years. Would that matter? I don't know. Style says he traded for Ramondre, traded the 206. That's a great deal to get the 206 there. All right, so we see Leggett off the board at the 206 and Corum off the board at the 207. A trade did go down, by the way.
Yeah, Jameson Williams for the 206.
Okay, so Jameson Williams for the 206. All right. So Tebow loves Jameson Williams there. We won't put it on the screen because it's just a straight swap. Jameson Williams, 206. LT, 3 days into training camp, he's trash. Yeah. Yeah, definitely go trade for him.
This guy's sugar trash.
Do you remember CJ Stroud's first preseason game? Like, the victory laps on CJ Stroud's first preseason game was crazy.
Same thing with Jamar Chase, and I couldn't catch a ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Even players that I don't like. I'm not going to, like, confirm my bias because of a training camp video, or, do you know what I mean? Like, for example, you and I aren't high on Keon, like, as high on Keon as other people are. So, if I see Keon not perform well in the preseason, I'm not going to victory lap that. And if I do, you should call me out on it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Adonai Mitchell comes off the board at the 208. Speaking of players that you and I are not high on, but I will say we are not in the majority there. The majority is that Adonai Mitchell is being drafted too low. So that is one of those players where we could look really silly if he turns out to be a superstar.
Yeah. Agreed. Mighty Booch on the clock.
Yes. Oh, wow. I just realized I need to mark off players because I'm about to be on the clock.
That's funny.
Leggett and Coleman are gone. Corum and Mitchell. Corum and Mitchell also gone. Oh, damn. I'm going to have a choice of a really good player here. That's sick.
Got the 210 here. Jalen Polk off the board.
I'm gonna call my trade window. I'm calling trade window. Willing to trade back or for a running back. Okay, so I'm gonna call my trade window. I'd like to see what offers come in. And now is your chance. Enter my office.
Enter the office.
Enter my office. That's what she said.
See what happens here. Dog's first and only pick at the 211. Then we got Hitman again. Let me find out who is the comp pick.
It's Gator.
Oh. There you go. Big Gator makes a trade.
Clock is not paused, gang. Just sometimes the applications go over it. Other applications go over it. Trade's completed, but it wasn't me.
Dogs sends away his 211.
Okay.
So Jonah's on the clock.
No, he's not.
Sorry, Jonah will have the 211 now. Because Dog gets Devontae Adams, the 25 first, and Jonah gets Jacoby Myers and the 211. Wow. Another trade just went down. Captain Barney gets James Conner, and Monty Butch gets Dontavion Wicks. Then your phone one there, Monty Butch. A minute and 30 seconds on the clock here for big old Zach trying to trade back. What's happening, Dak? Why are you so excited about Malik there, Dak? Are you LSU fan? Is that why? Unless you're just trying to talk me up and then know that. Can't wait to back he's dog shit. Appreciate you, though.
All right, I am getting no offers that are really intriguing. So I'm just going to be honest with everyone. I'm going to take Marshawn Lloyd here. This is not a play. This is just me being honest. If that's who you want, now's the time to trade up.
Just a heads up.
I'll leave it for about a minute once I go on the clock. And if there are no offers, I'll take Marshawn Lloyd.
Just take it. Jonah here. 211. And then Hitman.
All right, we're going to grab a Lloyd here then. Marshawn Lloyd's going to come off the board at the 210.
Okay.
Now Jonah is on the clock. Jonah just traded away Devontae Adams. We should talk about those trades. And he takes Jalen Wright, so that makes me feel a lot better about going Lloyd. Let's see here.
On the clock.
We'll change it to 30 seconds after this, by the way.
30 seconds?
Sorry, 3 minutes.
Okay.
So here are the trades that went down recently. 2 trades that went down in the last couple minutes. And it is Dog Zoe buying Devontae Adams for the 211 and Jacoby Myers. And then Captain Barney buys James Conner and sends away Dontavion Wicks.
Love the trades. It's all happening. I'm trying to get in here again. Hitman.
Steve said, Zach, you should find out if Breece Hall is available. Gerard says, how do you feel about Corum ahead of AD and Polk there? I have Corum ahead of AD. Polk, I would take Polk, but
yeah, I would take
I know
Polk
not everyone
ahead of
agrees there.
Agreed.
El Tigre says, hot take, we need to give the Niners more guff for the Lance situation. How did both the coach and GM survive that? Just because they were still successful. Made the Super Bowl. That's how.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a different conversation if they didn't go all the way.
Yeah, I agree.
But they also end up hitting on Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. So it's like, you can have one bad year, but you're doing something right.
Yeah, I think the argument there for people would be, well, yeah, it's true that we missed on Trey Lance, but we hit on Brock Purdy. So that's probably their argument. But Showdown says, I'm glad you reached. Made me feel better about taking Lloyd at the 209. Gator wants to know how we would grade his trade for Jameson Williams. As Captain Barney's on the clock here. I love Jameson Williams. I don't know what his market is. I literally own almost all the Jameson Williams in my leagues. So
I wouldn't, yeah.
I don't really know what his market is, but the 206 felt slightly rich for me, but I could be wrong there. I haven't really had to evaluate that kind of deal in a while.
I think Jameson Williams is a good buy. I just think it was a bit high in my eyes.
Yeah.
It would have been from the 211 maybe to the 303, but no one's selling him for that price. So you either have to overpay or you have to overpay, and I guess that's kind of what I felt like happened. I would have wanted, and a lot of people rather have Jameson over Leggett. What is it? Jameson's still younger than Leggett.
I think Jameson could have a huge breakout year.
Yeah, 100%. I bought him as somebody that needs to give a second chance to. So I do believe it. I just don't know if the price is what I want.
Price might have been a little too high for me. Maybe if you got a late third back, it would have felt a little better, but you're just kind of resetting the clock there on a first round wide receiver. And I think Jameson is way more talented, but he's in a situation where he's the third best option at best if he breaks out.
Yeah, but you do have the comp pick there, Gator fans, so let us know who is the person that you wanted to. Who you want for that?
Is Gator with us?
He said he checks in the in the.
Oh, you put it in the
YouTube
stream.
chat.
Okay, so he's taking Javon Baker there. Can you make a graphic for us?
Oh shit! Yeah, forgot about that.
Javon Baker comes off the board here. He is the comp pick for Tebow. So I'd encourage anyone to go back and watch this stream in a week from now, and the comments will be full of, "This league sucks. Javon Baker wasn't drafted. Javon Baker wasn't selected. Let me get in this league with you clowns." So set a timer, set a reminder, watch the stream in a week from now, and that will be the most commented thing. But Javon Baker is the pick, so let's refresh the draft. He'll no longer be available. And now Mighty Booch is on the clock here. And let's see what she decides to do. Gotta update. Lloyd went. Wright went. Baker, Sinnott. Okay, cool. Son of a bitch. Damn it.
Send him my beach. All right, that graphic's up, by the way.
I'm changing the clock to 3 minutes, by the way, guys. Damn it. Damn it. That's all right. I still got 2 names in mind. I got back-to-back picks. And there's a reason, by the way, I went Marshawn Lloyd at the 210, guys. Because the guy who's technically my 210 is still available. That's probably where I'm going to go. But I was trying to read the board. There's a reason I went Lloyd. Ideally, I'd want Lloyd at the 302. And the other player that I'm going to draft here probably at the 210. But I was trying to read the board. I saw Quorum go earlier. So I couldn't be happier with the way that it's fallen. But I am going to be open to trades here and still field the deal.
Oh, you had the 302 and the 303.
That's right, brother.
Wow. Interesting. That is interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Would you give both of them up? No, that's okay.
Send me an offer, dude.
Nah, what I'm about to do is stupid, which I really shouldn't do.
Okay.
I should do it. I should not do that.
That's okay.
I'm playing for... Yeah. Because I'm not competing right now. I'll send you a offer. Let's see.
Captain. Yes, Butch was always going Troy. I know. No, I'm not. All right, Jermaine Burton was the pick there. Still fielding offers. Jermaine Burton is technically ranked as my 210, but like I said, I was reading the board there. Felt like I couldn't get Lloyd at the 302.
Reading the board.
But Jermaine Burton's gone. And same thing for this pick. Anyone want in?
Who's next? Jonah.
That's too much for a 1-year rental, Hitman. A lot of people sending me a lot of third, like a third in the future, a fourth in the future. I'll be honest with you, I'm viewing this as a late second round pick at the 303. I think in most classes this is a late second, so I just can't accept some of these deals. Huh.
10 seconds here. Good old Roman Wilson. Yeah, Malachi Corley. That was quick for Jonah. That was nice. Hitman's on the clock now.
It was either Corley or Wilson there for me.
Love the Malachi Corley pick. Now Hitman's on the clock. What's Hitman have at the moment? JJ McCarthy, Brian Thomas Jr. He has a 305 and the 308 and the 309.
All right, Kamani Vidal. I'd like to get back in here. Don't know if I can, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
See, I'll send Tebow an offer here. So Kamani Vidal is no longer going to be a steal, is he? I think he's going early, mid, third round from now on, from what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him go early or mid third round in the Echo League.
Yeah. All right, sweet baby Ray Davis off the board. Now Proofy's on the clock. Proofy, I'm gonna send you a little something.
Oh boy. We're trying to get into this third round the whole time.
Jalen McMillan, my guy. Man, I'm never in a position where I can trade for Jalen just naturally.
It's difficult for sure. If I had to pick, I would have traded him to you. Sure.
Gator says, where in the pecking order do you see Baker? Javon Baker was, he's my wide receiver 17, 28th overall player. Really great player.
Oh, sell him
early third round is where I value him. Selmo is on the clock. So
Hitman gets a 312, the 411, and the Hitman, Selmo gets a 308.
Okay, so yeah, 308 for the 312 and 411, essentially. Another tray goes down.
NWA. As far as pecking order with the Patriots, I mean, he's number 2. That's the way I'm seeing it. Jalen Polk first, Javon Baker second. That's how I'm seeing
I think between him and Demario Douglas, they are fighting for number 2 for sure. Lloyd, I don't expect much in year 1. But I wanted to take a shot on him because he was one of my favorite running backs in this class. And I don't have any stock of him. Need running back. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers decide to move on from Jacobs. I'm not saying they will, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey comes off the board. Really like that pick.
I had that pick as well. That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to get there.
Juju's the one in Foxborough. You're funny. MVS meeting with the Bills.
Be careful. Yeah, that Keon Coleman stock gonna fall.
Careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
Proofy's on the clock.
She is on the clock.
I don't have another pick. I hate not having another pick.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
I think the golf draft is going to be so frustrating for us.
Yeah, it's like... And he's going to take his time.
This is the golf draft. One guy, Gluten Freak, he's been planning for this year since the league started. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 picks. Goat has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 picks. So, did I say 13 for Gluten? I guess he's not listening. I think that's 25 altogether, if I'm not mistaken. 25 picks from 2 people.
Spencer Rattler.
We have 2 people who don't have a single pick in the draft. Tiz has 2. Dak has 2 late. Jamar has 2 late. And Styles has 2 late. I kept my 105. But yeah, that draft is probably going to be the least exciting one to stream. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be really bad, isn't it?
Hitman. Let's do a deal, Hitman. Let's do a deal here, man. What can I send you? I don't freaking know at this point.
Honestly. I sent you something already, Hitman.
I'll send you something here. Tigre says, someone take the 309 and 409 off my hands in hotel, please. Let me see. What can I send you in hotel?
Got nothing in hotel, man.
Dylan Lob off the board. Lob A. Shot A.
Bulk it up. Shot A. Yeah. Even though I'm not your man, girl, I'm gonna call you my shawty.
Audric Estime is who I was wanting since the 306.
Brother,
range.
I was sending so many picks for Audric Estime the whole time. It was Audric Estime and Luke McCaffrey. Those are the 2 I was trying to acquire. I know Proof. I think it was Hitman had like the 308 and the 309, and I was trying to get something, but I'm happy I got one.
All right. I think I'm out now. I don't really care about the rest. Not that I don't care, but I'm not trading into the draft now.
You don't care. I send you something here, John? Oh, actually, I don't need to. What picks do you have in... Not picks, but... What was the picks that Tebow was asking for?
What do you mean?
Was it Tebow? No, you said somebody... Someone said somebody had the... Somebody had something in hotel. Who was that? You don't remember. It's okay. Oh, was it LT Gray?
Mm-hmm. How high are you on Javonte this year? I'll be honest, I'm not really high on any Denver running back. There is one that I want to add, but I'm not going to say anything. I expect it to be Javonte, but it wouldn't surprise me if they go a different direction. Bristleton says, hey, how do I get that icon next to my name? You mean that like Tigre has?
That Tigre has?
That's a YouTube membership. If you want the icon, there's a YouTube membership with our channel.
And the more people that sign up to the YouTube membership, the more we can add some of these little memes and things that we have, you know, like you see all that I just put on there. You see Zach and myself's face. You see the Michael Jordan one, Bill Belichick, Pikachu with the dogs on fire. You have Woody with just let him cook. It's like Zach's trade and let him cook. You know? Bristleton said I've been subscribed.
Oh yeah, no. So you like don't feel pressure to be a YouTube member. So the membership is something that you can sign up monthly to support via YouTube as well, and then you get like some bonuses in the chat from your name. Your name stands out a little bit, so it's different from being a member, a subscriber.
Yeah.
Theo Johnson off the board, and now Captain Barney is on the clock, and he goes Tyrone Tracy. Love the pick.
Yep.
Love me some Tyrone Tracy.
Tyrone. The next one is golf.
No, it's different. It's not in Fantasy Flock. It's just a option on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
that's all it is.
I forgot to put the comp pick on the screen, so let me do that now.
My video is almost done as well. Send you this message.
So there you go, guys. Sorry. Javon Baker is the comp pick.
Indeed. There you go.
Keaton Mitchell was my undrafted free agent call last year in this chat. I have one this year. I will say after the draft, though. I love it. I also have one, and if it's the one I'm thinking about, I probably won't highlight your comment because I don't want people to know that, because I'll be bidding on players after this draft. Dynasty Dude says, does anyone have a dream game this season they want to see on primetime?
Well, this time tomorrow, we'll have all that. I'm trying to think what would be cool.
I always feel like the NFL does really well. I don't know.
Well, apparently the opener is Chiefs at Ravens at Chiefs.
That's a good
at
one.
Arrowhead, September 5th, which is exciting, and they have also leaked a game, which is Browns at Cowboys week 1. Pretty sure at Dallas. Tom Brady is going to be commentating that one. I'm pretty sure that's going to be like the America's game of the week for week 1 in the second slate of games. Deshaun Watson's about to cook him up.
Do the Texans and Bills play? That could be cool. I'd like that. I always like trades or games where people were traded to certain teams. I want the Jets versus the Packers, so we can see Rodgers and And I know they're probably not playing, but if you're asking me my dream matchup,
You can definitely see it if you look at Packers opponents.
I don't think they're playing this year, but I'm just saying if I had a dream matchup, it would be Jets Packers to see Rodgers and Love at it. It would be Texans Bills to see Diggs versus his old team. Any other big trades that happen? Those are always my favorite.
Justin Fields and the Steelers, man, they come back and
so he can be the backup.
So he can beat him.
So they can look at him on the bench.
Like, you shouldn't have traded me away.
I love you, Justin. Unfortunately, it's not looking good. Will Shipley and Braylon Allen off the board. Okay, the Bills and Texans do play. That's good.
That's fun. Will Shipley, Mighty Butch on the clock here.
I am really excited for the Texans Rams, the Ben Skoranek game.
Giants Eagles, Saquon. Fuck that guy.
Jets Broncos, the Zach Wilson revenge game.
Oh man.
Would be interesting to see a Titans Chiefs Ladarius Sneed. Steelers Eagles, the Kenny Pickett revenge game.
What about Steelers Panthers, Deontay Johnson revenge game?
That would be fun. Eric All comes off the board here for Mighty Booch.
Nice. Yeah, Vikings Falcons, just Dak. That's good.
Vikings Falcons go in.
Michael Pitters be started by the Seahawks.
You're all going to be weeping if that happens. Texans Bengals, Joe Mixon.
The best thing for the Michael Penix community is Kirk Cousins just goes down instantly. I just bought Michael Penix in the video, actually. Rebuild player.
How much fab should I put on all? Depends if it's a premium or not. I mean, I would put like 31 out of 100.
Is all available in your league right now? John Ryers around these party boys.
Seahawks Giants, the Drew Lock game. I want people to tell me what percentage chance they think it's Daniel Jones or Drew Lock at some point this year.
Well, I think we'll see both of them on the fields.
You think both will play?
If Daniel Jones is not ready week 1, we'll see both of them on the field. That means Drew Lock will start, and then Daniel Jones at some point in the second half of the season will play. I'll guarantee.
So you don't think Lock can win the job over Daniel Jones if they're both healthy?
If Daniel Jones, no, I think they would give it to Danny. I think they would. If he was healthy, 100% healthy right now, it would be his job. I think they say it to bring competition, but I mean, I don't know. If he struggles, he can easily play 100%. Like Drew Lock can definitely play, but the only way Lock is on the field is if we know Daniel Jones is not ready for week 1. And then if Daniel Jones does struggle, we'll see Lock in the second half of the season.
That's fair. I think there could be a quarterback battle. I don't think there will be, but I'd say that the teams in a quarterback battle, I'd put the Steelers there with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I'd put the Raiders there with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell.
Right.
I will put Cousins and Penix to an extent, like at some point it will happen. Geno Smith feels more secure than Daniel Jones does with Sam Howell there versus Drew Lock. Like he feels more secure.
No, 100%. He's a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel confident in that week 1.
Yeah, I agree. Chef says, I think Daniel Jones wins comeback player of the year. 2,500 passing yards and 13 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, Dynasty dude, I'm not talking about it because I haven't started watching it yet. I'm gonna go watch it after this stream, so I don't want to know a single
I'll
thing.
tell you exactly what's
Every
happening right
time I
now.
say this, Badaki tells me exactly what's happening.
I'll tell you exactly what's happening.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this out here.
Let's see. Pulling up on the stream right now. Let's see. Hold on. It's loading. It's taking a very long time to load. It's on commercial. You're lucky. I don't know what's happening. He's so scared right now. How do you feel about going into this game, though?
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to watch it later.
You don't want to talk about? No, I'm just saying, like, but I just want to know your feelings. Like, did you feel confident after last game? Because I know you guys lost last game, so you don't want to talk about it at all.
Only thing, I don't want to talk about it because you're gonna slip up. This always happens.
I'm not. I
don't
just want to
talk about it, and then you slip up and tell me everything.
I'm not slipping up at all. I'm not gonna say. Last time I said you're chilling, that was me slipping up.
Yes, you basically told us you're gonna win this game pretty easily.
But
that was versus the Pelicans, and we did. We beat them very easily.
Oh, brother, you were sweeping them though.
Okay, but I still wanted to watch the game and not know what was happening.
Anyways, how do you feel about going into this game after last game?
I honestly feel good because we have, like, Luka Doncic has not played well. He's helped his team in other areas, rebounding and assists, but he's shot really poorly from the field. We've played great defense on him. Kyrie's been not a non-factor, but he's shrunk in a couple games. The only reason we're down 2-1 is because of PJ Washington. Like, PJ Washington has turned into prime Ray Allen out of nowhere, and that's crazy. I think PJ shot 31% from the three-point shot this year, and all of a sudden he's turned into like freaking prime Ray Allen on the Celtics finals run. So I'm hoping that we adjust. Josh Giddey is killing us. He doesn't defend, and they leave him open. We got to start Case on Wallace, or we got to get him in there. But that's all I'm saying. I don't want to know anymore. Don't want to know a single thing.
You don't want to know a single thing.
Isaac Correndo off the board. Malik Washington, Jared Wiley, Tez Walker, and the final pick. Let's see who the final pick is going to be.
I would say this in my definition of superstar, SGA, not getting the vibe, but I don't know basketball.
That's fine.
I think he's definitely a star. He's actually really good. When I was watching it last time, like, he was really good. But I know one of the things you said, like, a star, I don't know if you said that, or maybe I'm getting confused with other people, but a star is somebody that comes in and like changes the game, can instantly take over the game. I guess in my limited time of watching him, I haven't seen that, but
okay,
you know him more than I do, clearly.
Jared Wiley off the board, Tez Walker off the board.
What was that other guy that somebody was saying that he was not a star? What was the other player? And he was like, you know, he's 100% a superstar.
I think it was Room 40.
And he's on your team?
Yeah, Room 40.
Room 40.
Room 40's nuts in your mouth.
He doesn't want to talk about it. That's how you know.
Got him. That's the end of the draft. I appreciate all of you big time. Brendan Rice was the last pick there. And yeah, feeling good about the squad. If you want to sell a running back, hit me up. I got to drop one player. And Clayton Tune, welcome to the waiver wire, my friend. We will go ahead and we will put... We'll probably put Trey Palmer there. All right. I'm going to go watch the game. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll see you then. Any final words, Badaki?
Love.
Love.